Hey everybody, I'm Brian Taylor. What's growing on? Today we're going to be talking about passion fruit vines. So passion fruit vines are a very awesome vine to grow here in the Sonoran Desert or any other desert climate. We want to talk to you how you go from a small cutting to a fruit. So we'll start off.
Is another little passion fruit. He's still really small, but he's grown a lot since when we first got him.
Where are we going to let it grow?
We're gonna let it grow all over this fence, which will make this fence prettier because it doesn't
to a fruit. So we'll start off by talking about the vine itself. So the vine is indigenous to South America. It ranges from Brazil to Paraguay to Argentina. However, because of the popularity mainly of the beauty of the flower, if you want to take a look at this flower, it's kind of hidden. Mainly the beauty of this flower here, the vine is cultivated and is basically in every tropical and subtropical region throughout the world. It's really cool flower to grow. Some of the vines don't even produce fruit, they're just there for their flowers. So talking about it a little bit deeper, when you're purchasing a passion fruit vine, it's important that you pick a cultivar that'll either give you fruit if you want the fruit or just the flowers. The types that we have growing here are the purple, it's either purple passion or purple possum. It's a very, very common variety here. This was grown from a cutting. So we'll show you guys we'll pan over the entire vine. Just look at the entire vine. So this vine was planted as a cutting in about May of 2018. So it's about 2 years in the ground right now. It's completely covering our fence, and it's starting to creep around the corner to cover our wall. That's why we have a video for a trellis that we'd built that's posted online. So these are a very, very fast growing vine. They will start producing flowers after 1 year of being in the ground. So the first year is mainly growth. You won't see any flowers. Once the end of the season comes, they will produce some flowers and then produce some fruit. So the best time to pick the fruit is when you find it on the ground. So they have a nice thick skin, but once they start shriveling up like this was found on the ground, that's the time you want to eat the fruit. So as far as conditions for growing, in Brazil they have really warm, humid climates. They don't have very cool climates. So really, as long as we provide them enough water, they'll stay vigorous and they'll grow well here in the summer. The summer is not affecting them at all. The winter time is when we start seeing some issues. If we have multiple days below 30 degrees, you'll start seeing some of the leaves die back. It has to be below about 25 for an extended period of time for it actually to hurt the vine itself. So every year we've had them where it got leaf burn, they would always come back. They just sprout back up from the vine and start growing again. So these are a very vigorous growing vine. Just be prepared. They will climb anything that's in its path. So we have a tangelo tree over here, and the vine is climbing up the whole face of the tangelo tree. Before I put that trellis up over there, they were actually climbing up into the neighbor's fence. Very, very fast grower. In order to get fruit, you don't need to have two different varieties of passion fruit. You only need to have one. There are some varieties that do require a pollinator, but the purple passion doesn't, the Fredericks doesn't. So if you want to get quick fruit, just get one of those varieties and it will grow fast. These do grow from cuttings. You can cut them, put them in some rooting hormone and put them in a humid environment, and they will produce roots fairly quickly. So we've given these cuttings to many of our friends who are growing them now as well. Just very good grower. So I recommend passion fruit to anyone who's wanting a nice fast growing vine, especially if you've got a wall to cover. If you like our content, please subscribe, and we'll continue to bring you more videos like this. All right, thanks. Bye.